Namdhari Football Club. We have a game today at the Noihati Stadium, all the way in West Bengal. It is Mohammedan SC, the table toppers, locking horns with Namdhari, the club from Punjab. This promises to be an exciting game, match number 118 of the ongoing I-League. This is your commentator Shant, of course. Joining me in the comm box is Avashar Ghosh, and before that we'll quickly take a look at the Mohammedan SC dressing room, and shortly we'll have the coach of Mohammedan SC as well.
Of course, a very good evening to all the viewers, and the shot on focus right now is the heartthrob of the fans, David Lalan Sangha. We'll wait for him to take on the pitch. But of course, it is a team game. And the home side's dressing room here for Mohammedan Sporting. Andre Chernyshev, he is ready for battle. Battle mode on because Namdhari have done damage in the recent past to big teams. One of them being Gokulam Kerala. And they have done Mohammedan a favor. But today, they might steal away that favor from them. But let's hear out from Andre Chernyshev how he plans to tackle this obstacle of Namdhari.
The match, of course, taking place at Noihati Stadium, a couple of hours away from the capital city of West Bengal, Kolkata. And Mohammedan SC have their task cut out. They need a win to make sure that they have an outright performance.
Look, we will play against a team who won last two matches at home, and they played draw, and they came with good feeling here. They are without pressure because they did not fighting for the some position on the top, and for them this is good situation, and we know they are very strong on the ground. They have many players who can play good football. We need to be ready for this match. We need to play serious, we need to play our style, we need to win this match because we want to continue to be on the top in the championship.
Of course, determined approach from Mr. Chernyshev, the head coach, of course, of Mohammedan SC. And now you can see the team from Punjab, Namdhari, who are playing their first season of I-League. Definitely they have a lot to learn from, a lot of takeaways from this competition already. They've been winless in the last three matches, and in their reverse fixture against Mohammedan SC, they had lost the game as 0-1, where BP Barreto had scored the goal, in fact, for Mohammedan SC over here. Noihati Stadium, a beautiful stadium, one of the most picturesque stadiums in West Bengal. Picturesque, I say, is because it's got a good view of the entire city of Noihati. And of course, a couple of players to watch out for: Eddie Hernandez and David Lal Sangha from Mohammedan SC, and Akashdeep Singh, who is the leading goal scorer for Namdhari. And we'll shortly hear it from the team coach, Harpreet Singh from Namdhari, of course.
Yes, it's a very tough game for us. Mohammedan is they have good quality players, and yes, it's our away game also. So we will try to give them a good fight. Yes, from the last 4-5 games we are doing good, and boys are very positive, and so we will try to give them a good fight today.
A good fight is what we expect every time we see Namdhari taking on the pitch. But Mohammedan Sporting, they are on top at the moment. And they are shining bright at the top of the I-League table. They have a few more laps to continue as the I-League is coming to its ending phases. And they would want to hold strong and not slip and not give Srinidhi the chance to see that gap open up and try and steal the trophy, which is waiting right now for Mohammedan Sporting. We'll have a look at the lineups of the squad. At first, the home side, of course, Mohammedan Sporting, and not too many changes as I can see on the team sheets already. We'll discuss all those, but David Lalansanga, he has got back into goals. He has got the winning goal in the previous fixture against Kokulam.
And of course, that winning goal was a beautiful long ball. And that long ball did the trick. And of course, the lineup, they're playing with the formation of 4-3-3, sticking to the traditionals. The three players in the forward line, of course, Remsanga, Eddie Hernandez and Bikash Singh. But David Lalsanga in the midfield, he was good in the Duden Cup. He has been good in the ongoing I-League. And the poster boy for the men in black, of course, Mohammedan. And the customary handshakes between Namdhari and Mohammedan, and like their head coach Harpreet Singh mentioned the fact that this is a tough game for them, and we'll quickly take a look at Namdhari's playing 11.
Well, they go with a 4-3-3 on paper. They have Jaspreet on goal, Saurabh, Akashdeep, Sukandeep and Manveer in the back line. Manveer, Stephen Akua and Harmanpreet in the midfield. Akashdeep, Garito and Sandeep the front three. That addition of Ivan Garito, who is leading this squad, has made this Namdhari team more lethal.
Adinga, and of course we'll have the captain of Namdhari, but before that, the referee for today, Ashish Tiwari and Parameshwar Gope, and of course Pradipto Kumar Nayok, the two assistant referees that you can see. Adinga on your left and Ivan Garrido, the Spanish forward, who will have his task cut out. There you can see that the two captains all in readiness before we kickstart this high voltage encounter.
Zoding Liana has been providing solidity to this side, and that is why they have conceded just 14 goals, and one of the key reasons that they are at the top in this points table. And Namdhari at that bottom position just above Neroka at 11th. Namdhari, they want some more points. This is their first taste of I-League, and they would want to give a better account gradually.
In the previous fixture as well, the goal was scored in the 81st minute. So they did provide stiff resistance to Mohammedan. They were inching close towards a draw. But then, of course, Mohammedan had that goal from Benistan Barreto. Now Namdhari, yes, it's a challenge for them away from their homes from the western part of India to the eastern part of India. And now, of course, after that action-packed game in the first game, of course, we have Namdhari and we have Mohammedan with the simple purpose of getting those 3 points. Namdhari, the men in white, they're playing this away match. And it's going to be Akashdeep Singh who will be a player to watch out for. And of course, on your screen, the goalkeeper of Namdhari, Jaspreet, who will be looking to stave off those threats from Mohammedan.
Threats is what the key word will be. Mohammedan have got that in plenty. Namdhari are shining lately. Very different stories. One at the top of the table, one at the bottom half of the table. Andrei Chernyshov knows business. Harpreet Singh will be looking to tackle all those plans. And Mohammedan, they are a few steps away from the peak. They have history on their side to fight the newness of this Namdhari squad. But if they have checked recent history in the I-League, they should know that the top teams in the table at this stage of the league have often fumbled and dropped points against the teams at the bottom half of the league table. And Mohammedan sure would not want any such slips. They have just been defeated once this season in total. No defeats away from home. One upset by Real Kashmir at this venue. But with no more plans of any more upsets, Mohammedan will continue moving to the top. Underway with match number 118. It's Mohammedan Sporting against Namdhari FC.
Beautiful. That's exactly the kind of point I wanted to mention, and like we mentioned in the previous game as well, that football is not played on paper, football is played on the field. So yes, there might be a lot of people and the odds might be in favor of Mohammedan ahead of this match, but it is how they perform in this game right now that would matter. And Namdhari from the right with that attack, but breaking the back of the defensive troops of Mohammedan is going to be a task. That was an early onslaught from Manveer Singh on your screen, as you can see. It's going to be an interesting match. A few foreigners for Namdhari, their captain Ivan Garrido from Spain, and of course Stephen Aqua from Ghana. And of course for Mohammedan it is Kasimov, who has had a good run in the tournament so far with 3 goals under his belt. We have of course Joseph in the backline from Ghana, and Eddie Hernandez from Honduras. Eddie Hernandez, I mean, the amount of praise you give him will always fall short. Has almost scored every single time Mohammedan asked him to, and he has 9 goals in the tournament so far. A goal in this match, he would take his tally to 10 goals and would be at par with Lalrin Zola of Shillong Lechong, who had scored, I beg your pardon, Faisal of course, who had scored in the previous match as well between Shillong Lechong and Aizol. Here you go, just breathe.
His first grip of that football, but he would want to keep it clean at the back for the entire 90. Oh, good dribble there for Sandeep. Just trying to dribble past the defenders. Mohammedan have to be aware. They are very well a balanced squad. Jasim didn't take any risk, and no nonsense defending from Jasim. He's got his slot secured since that comeback goal against Srinidhi Deccan. Came on as a substitute, scored the equalizer versus Srinidhi. Otherwise could have been a slip there itself. And he started against Gokulam, the home lad from Kerala. And Namdhari have a corner. It is a chance to take an early lead. A mistake from the defense. And no one slotting it home. Warning signs that you cannot take Namdhari lightly.
And of course, one can never take the teams towards the bottom half of the table lightly. It's the men in black who are trying to build that attack. Now, Namdhari, they've been very energetic, very determined to get that first goal and to spring up that upset. Remember, Mohammedan already have tasted one defeat. Their loss against Real Kashmir, where the fans at Noihati Stadium were not happy with the way things had happened in that game. And I still remember the visuals of their captain Adinga asking the fans to maintain calmness and to maintain decorum. So Mohammedan SC will be hoping that such kind of a situation doesn't arrive again. But this is not a dead rubber. This is a very important match for Mohammedan SC, just to consolidate on their lead and to consolidate on their position at the top of the points table. There you go, the captain Adinga from the left, trying to build it up.
Well, tell you what, these fans are never happy when Mohammedan lose. They want their team to win, and their team have been living up to expectations this season. Apart from that Real Kashmir match, it has been only smiles for this very team. And that'll be a goal kick. By the first few minutes, it has been pressure from Namdhari rather on Mohammedan defense. And we saw that Mohammedan bench with Andrei Chanishov and Allison, who's the assistant coach, been leading Shillong Lechong in the past. And of course, there's a lot of experience in that bench, as we always say. The Pendu Bishwas and Lalit Thapa, all of them present. And an early chance, breaking through for Bikash. Tried to find the net himself, but the wrong side, I fear.
Tempting, very, very tempting for Bikash, who's had his moments in the game so far. There you can see, had a lot of space, had a lot of time from close range. Could have flashed the ball to Remsanga, but would have been a risky approach. Pretty much, I agree with the way he has taken that shot. Giving that pass to Remsanga would have been very, very risky. If you can see that again. Yes, he had a lot of space, a lot of time. There was Eddie Hernandez to his right. There was Remsanga to his right, but he decided to go for it himself.
Brought down by Eddie. And Manveer gets a free kick for Namdhari. Two of them in the squad, Manveer and Manveer, one playing at full back and one in that attacking midfield role. But look who's down there to take the free kick. It is Ivan Garrido. Wonder what can he bring more to this squad. Can he get his team over the line against Mohammedan? Well, Mohammedan will hope not so. Oh, that's risky from Joseph. Thankfully, wasn't goal bound. And another corner for Namdhari. Heat at this cool, windy evening at Naihati.
A goal over there from Bikash Singh, and you would expect that the shoulders would drop. But I tell you, this Namdhari side, they have a lot of potential. But headed away beautifully by Joseph, the tall and intimidating figure in the back line. Brilliant header clearance on that occasion. And I think it's going to be the second set piece. Oh, I think the last touch was from Namdhari. And Padam Chetri, who's been an absolute thorn in the garden of most of the opposition team's attacking line, is all set to shine bright today.
Well, what's interesting is that Namdhari have already found 3 shots that Mohammedan defense, and they're looking for more. They're not settling here. They're not sitting back for a draw. They do not care about the outcome. They just want to play fancy football. Here's a chance straight away for Sandeep. Just rising. 4th shot now at that. Padam Chetri. They like to play out from the back, Mohammedan. Ivan adding new dimensions to this squad. Now Manveer. And Sandeep took a knock, trying to build up that attack. And the referee will stop play.
Seems to be in a little bit of pain on that occasion over there. And good sportsmanship spirit being displayed by Muhammad Jasim, who's been drafted into the playing 11. He's been showed a lot of trust and faith by Andrew Chernyshov and the team manager Dipendu Bishash.
All the way back then to Jaspreet Singh. Kasimov. Back with him. Just pulls the strings from that defensive midfield line. Such a key player, such a crucial player to any squad. Kasimov was with Neroka last season. Has been scouted and brought here. Another one of them, more of a creator. Back in action after a while. It is Alexis Comas, but right now Kasimov trying to combine. A good little touch from Remsanga, and they'll win a free kick. First flare from Mohammedan Sporting in the midfield though.
Absolutely, you spoke so rightfully about Kasimov. He's so quick off the blocks. He's someone who can literally outfox the opposition defenders with his space, but Remsanga been challenged by the Namdhari player on that occasion, and there was nothing which Sandeep could do, but a chance for Mohammedan.
And that is more like Mohammedan Sporting. And straight away from the set piece, it was Remsanga who eventually got the pass and delivered it. That crucial touch coming off the defender, and the first corner. And no prizes for guessing. It is Alexis Comas. He has scored from the spot before. Towards David, a cushioned header back. Kasimov with the first time attempt. And then ballooned on the rebound opportunity. They are combining well and are growing into the game.
Once again, if we see, Gomez had scored in the previous game against Gokulam. And then Kasimov, and of course a deflection, and Muhammad Irshad, I think it was. And there you can see at the Noihati Stadium, it's a beautiful Saturday, and the fans are here in large numbers. Most of them are coming from Calcutta. You travel in a local train, you travel in your buses and your cars, and just to make sure that you come and extend your support to the men in black and white. And now from the left, a tough angle, but the defensive troops have been so good today of Namdhari. They're just doing so well. Takes a crack on the goal from a distance, but didn't really test Jasprit on that occasion.
Not a bad attempt, but a player stayed down. A second glimpse at it will make it more clear if that was a foul. There is Bikash on the ground, but this was the shot from Kasimov, but more interested in seeing that tackle. And Harpreet Singh already up on his feet, making sure his team is on their best for the entire 90 minutes. It is not easy against Mohammedan. Alexis Gomez. Oh, what a timely release. And good defending, but Bikash has won it back. He's not stoppable easily. And Eddie Hernandez couldn't head it towards the right direction. Now Remsanga. Mohammedan have crawled back in that shot stat quickly. And now Kasimov again allowed space. And they have to be careful. A free kick for Namdhari. Lightning pace at the moment.
And a big smile on this Spanish forward. There you can see Ivan Garrido and Stephen, the two foreigners for Namdhari. They're trying to build it up. Constant pressing from Mohammedan here. But in the defensive third of the men in white now. Pushes the ball forward. That's a good ball. Good delivery and receives the kind of applause which he deserved on that occasion. Now a quick throw in from Mohammedan. Mohammed Jassim it was. There you can see trying to look for that space. Tough angle, but then brought down. And fantastic defending. Brilliant defending from Mohammedan is making sure that Namdhari don't get a sniff of that first goal. Brilliant. Absolutely brilliant. set piece and Padam Chetri swinging into action.
And then once again it will be Sukandeep from the corner kick. It is very much in balance at the moment in terms of those stats. The corner kicks slightly tilted in favor of Namdhari. And once again an opportunity just across that goal line. The defenders doing the job enough at the moment to restrict Namdhari getting the first. And a throw in at that far side. It is a long one, lined up. Mohammedan will clear it. And they have space to exploit, but they do not have options. Hence slowed down intelligently by Kasimov. And now he finds a pass. Back chance for a shot, blocked quickly. Jasim towards Remsanga. Strong defending from Namdhari, but just to give it back. And he'll have another attempt. Slick, intelligent passing from Mohammedan Sporting. With Namdhari not scared.
Absolutely not scared, not intimidated with the fact that it's Mohammedan, the table toppers, presently right at the top of the points table with 11 wins and 38 points under their belt. Well and truly on course to becoming the third Kolkata-based club to play in the Indian Super League. Now Mohammedan, look at the amount of space they have. They're combining well.
That was a poor giveaway. They'll have another opportunity. The defending has been good, but they haven't been able to hold on to possession in the back line. Every time they have got it, all those second balls have landed to a Mohammedan player. And Jasim launches it long. Needs to be more clinical. And now Stephen Akua. Oh, he has seen Padam Chetri out of his lines. A brave attempt, but well wide. From the back line, Mohammedan try to build up again. Padam Chetri and Joseph, they often look very comfortable. The communication is there, but they need to hold on focus. We've seen at times just losing their composure.
Well pointed out. There's always coordination. They sparkle with rhythm whenever there is coordination between Joseph and Padam Chetri, the two defenders, and that has essentially been one of the talking points of the men in black and white right throughout the tournament. Their defensive troops have always taken up responsibilities, have always done so very well, and in this game as well. Yes, they have been inspiring the Namdhari strikers, but it's the defensive troops who have had the last laugh. On your screen, of course, Joseph it was, and now Andrew Chernyshov, the coach of Mohammedan, with a quick throw in. Namdhari looking to push the ball towards their attacking third. Interesting game going on here at Noihati. Once again another throw in. Constantly ball going outside and constantly the men in white trying to make that opening. Here you go. Mohammedan. Couple of touches now in the midfield. Slick passing back with Namdhari.
And that'll be a free kick for Mohammedan for that nudge from behind. Ashish Tiwari, today's match official. We would hope he can have control throughout the 90. So far, all well. And here's Kasimov. Being closely watched by 2 and 3 white shirts who win back. positive approach from Namdhari. They are not worried by the fact that Mohammedan are at the top of the table with a huge point difference, double the points of Namdhari. But when they're on the same pitch, it is all even.
Absolutely. And that is essentially what must be running on the minds of the two managers. So here you go, Irshad gives it behind to Padam Chetri. Joseph. 20 minutes up on the clock. Look at Eddie Hernandez. Look at the amount of pace with which he wants the ball. Brilliant. The referee not quite interested with Eddie Hernandez's ball.
Well, Eddie isn't happy with the way he's being tackled. He hasn't quite got some free space in the first 20 minutes. It has been very fast-paced. And he's pulled from behind, somewhat because of that slide and the lunging tackle. I wasn't happy, and now Kasimov finds Remsanga. Trying to connect those strings together. Alexis Comus exerting Liana. Mohammedan with the background in their favor. The fans up in the stands and the posters and the tifos out. And here's Kasimov. Remsanga ever so present on those calls. But it will be a good goal kick.
Remsanga, of course, was in the right wing, trying to get the ball. The last time these two teams had met, it was neck-to-neck battle as well. It was only in the 81st minute that Namdhari had conceded the goal. That is exactly what Harpreet Singh might be wondering. If he can push the game towards that much time, they could fancy a draw. And here you can see constant pressing from Mohammedan. Constant pressing, just not allowing the Namdhari players to breathe on the ball. Slaps the ball forward. Could have been a little awkward bounce in front of Padam Chetri. Irshad now to Joseph in the back line, building it up. There's no hurry. There's a lot of time left for both the teams to analyze their strengths, to analyze the match situation, and to see how they can in fact fix this entire game. Irshad. Eddie Hernandez. Now Eddie Hernandez, with those 9 goals, he sent out waves of confidence throughout the team. Waves of confidence are reverberating throughout the team. That has made sure that Mohammedan SC cling on to the position right at the top of the points table.
Here's David. Turns his man so well. He had support but couldn't release in time. And Namdhari had the ball back. Couldn't even feel really how fast, already halfway through the first half. And so much in the balance. Namdhari not looking vulnerable. Kasimov. The heart and the engine of this Mohammedan team. Oh, that's a giveaway, a cheap one. And they would look to break with pace. And that might be a yellow for Bikash. It takes one for the team. But stopped. The break.
Once again, if we see the replay, he knows that Akash Deep Singh can be very lethal and potent whenever he gets on the run. That is why he brought him down. There you can see just bringing him down from behind, and Akash Deep Singh was visibly frustrated with the way how things panned out. Probably wanted the referee to give a darker shade of the card. Namdhari now building it up. Just not a lot of effort. Effortless defending here from Mohammedan. They're marching forward here, looking for that space, because Singh now has a lot of space. Now takes a crack on the goal, but brilliant goalkeeping from Jasprit. Just made sure that the first goal is avoided.
And now Kasimov, he might try as well, and a better one. Another save matched up to that quality shot. And Mohammedan building up the pressure, Jasprit Singh soaking it all.
There you can see a couple of shots, both of them being saved by Jasprit Singh. I think he has the intention of having a clean sheet in this game. Brilliant defending. Exact position, exact dive, judged it so very well. And now Namdhari building it up. It should be a big shot in the arm for Namdhari. But if the goalkeeper can do so well, so can the forwards.
Joseph likes to go long from these positions and has found the pass almost, but Manbir was there to block that. Pressing from Mohammedan, impressive, but not enough at the moment.
Exactly. David Lalsanga and of course Eddie Hernandez, the two wrecker in Chiefs for Mohammedan. Now Ivan from the left. He's looking for options. He's looking for compatriots. Oh, brilliant combination play, but just being brought down. But fair in the eyes of the referee. Ivan was brought down inside the penalty box, but it was fair in the eyes of the referee. If we get an opportunity, we'll show you the replay. And there you can see. Created that opening for Ivan. Ivan looked good, but he was eventually brought down by Irshad, but all fair in the eyes of the referee.
Oh,
Yes.
indeed, more of a sandwich between two men.
Just to give the viewers a little context, it's a good battle going on between Mohammedan and Srinidhi Deccan right at the top of the points table. Yes, there were Gokulam Kerala and Shillong Lejong as well, but it all seems like it's going to be Srinidhi Deccan and Mohammedan SC who could vie for that top spot.
And not counting out Real Kashmir yet, in case Mohammedan slip, but they wouldn't want to. And then Sangha needed to be quick in the decision making. Wasn't at that point of time. And Mohammedan are unbeaten in the last 5 matches. It's been the story majorly. But Namdhari are unbeaten too in the last 3 matches, and they have been hard-fought wins. They have won against Gokulam with a 2-1 margin, and they kept it hanging till the very ending stages of the game. A 3-2 victory against Delhi FC and a 0-0 against Rajasthan United. Namdhari moving forward with Manveer from the right. First time ball in. Ivan trying to control. Still a chance on. Awkward clearance and Stephen Akua. Expected more luck, but couldn't connect well. Ishad with that clearance, not really the best of clearances.
Chetri, a name that stokes a lot of emotions and happiness in the Indian footballing fraternity as well. But Harpreet Singh, you could see that there is tension oozing out from his eyes. He knows the importance of this game. He knows that if he can somehow pull off a win in this game, then that would be a statement that Namdhari are just not here to participate, but they are here to win, that they are here to challenge the top players of this competition. Now Kasimov sprays the ball forward. It's going to the men in white once again. Now there you can see the amount of pace which was there from Akashdeep.
Oh, the combination is beautiful. David and Eddie combine. Remsanga looks for the cross. The defense alert. And another chance. Oh, just. They're getting closer to that lead. And David Lalansanga once again with the attempt.
Eddie with that jump couldn't really get enough on it. But then Lalansanga tried for that volley. Spun the ball inside. There you can see, tried for that volley. I think there was no bounce on that occasion, but here once again in the defensive third of the men in white. Now Kasimov, but of course defended well that occasion. Plenty of chatter from the camp of Namdhari. You could just see Andrew Chernyshov is just taking a quick rest. He's not standing anymore. He should be very confident that his team could do something special. Alexis Gomez as well in the previous game had scored a goal, but I think in the previous game against Gokulam, it was the goal from David Lalsanga that really took everyone out. Brilliant goal, brilliant long ball as well. I think you were there on the comms in that match against Gokulam Kerala. It was a fantastic goal from David Lalsanga. There you can see, it was a decent ball in, but brilliant defending from the men in white.
Kasimov squares it to Zoring Liana. Thought of a shot for a moment. Didn't really unleash it. Here he is on the ball once again. Oh, ample space for Jasim to measure a ball in. A free header as well. But so far there has been no way past Jaspreet Singh, who again maintains his position so well.
Brilliant passage of play for Mohammedan. Once again, if you see, decent ball in, and that header set up from Eddie Hernandez, but comfortable collect over there, routine collect from Jaspreet. Eddie Hernandez, the tall, intimidating figure in the forward line, always has that eye for scoring goals. He's been sparkling with rhythm and rhyme of late in the matches in the I-League, but now Adinga, the captain. Couple of touches, Kasimov it is. There you can see, moving forward here, sprays the ball towards the right for Remsanga, but not in the direction of Remsanga. Now building it up from the right here. Manveer it was a while back. Now good chest trap from Harmanpreet. Now of course Sukhandeep. But Ivan really couldn't get near that through ball. A brilliant David Lalsanga, the poster boy of Mohammedan. He's played so well in the Durand Cup as well, got a few goals, was the talk of the town. There were a few rumours that a lot of ISL clubs were looking for Lalsanga, but Mohammedan has unearthed a gem in the form of Lalsanga. He's given him opportunities and he has delivered the goods with perfection. Harpreet, you can see that there is not a sense of excitement. Namdhari have been playing well. They did so very well in the previous game as well when they were locking horns with Mohammedan. But in this occasion and in this match, they have punched above their weight. They are providing stiff resistance. Yes, most of the attacks have come from Mohammedan, but so many times we've seen that Mohammedan, even in their game against Aizawl a few weeks back, there were so many chances, but all of them coming on a late occasion. Less than 10 minutes left of regulation time at the Noihati Stadium. Mohammedan have had their chances, but all of them half cooked.
Namdhari will be happy with the score line at the moment, and a man filled with confidence. Jasprit Singh, and now Stephen Akua hasn't been allowed too much freedom, but now Mohammedan, they have stepped off the gas for the time being. Harmanpreet to Stephen Akua. Oh, that's a giveaway. Kasimov combining with David. And a wonder boy for Mohammedan Sporting. Jasim, patient build up. And now David again. Always positive on the move. Jasim on the overlap. Decides to cut back. Alexis Gomez, he has a chance to unleash a shot again. All on the right hand side, and now the cross delivered in. A bit of a gamble and a mix up. And Namdhari have it back.
Now Eddie Hernandez with that deft touch, a chance, and there you can see off an own goal. It is the first little goal for Mohammedan, and the crowd swinging into action. The crowd is so very happy. We'll shortly take a look at the replay. Look at them. They are so happy. They're brimming with excitement and joy, but seemed like there was a deflection of the player of Namdhari, and they have drawn first blood here. Mohammedan right at the brink of halftime.
Hard for Namdhari, but that layoff, that intelligent little display, and it probably came off Akasdeep Singh, but that pass and then Remsanga's touch combination working. They do not care how, but they have the lead. Every single goal counts right now for Mohammedan. And Zoding Liana will be happy. We'll have to wait for confirmation if it is given as an own goal or a deflected one for Zoding Liana. But Namdhari wouldn't count themselves off.
You got to feel bad for Jasprit. He's been so good right throughout this match, but he has to have contention with the fact that he cannot have a clean sheet in this game. Jasprit Singh, the goalkeeper of Namdhari, has previously played for Srinidhi Deccan and Punjab FC in 2022, 2023, and of course in 2020 and 2021. So he's an upcoming prospect, the 25-year-old. Now he will be going on loan as well, back to Srinidhi. He's on loan at Namdhari. He'll be going back to Srinidhi shortly at the end of this season. Now, Kasimov.
Jasim. Back with Kasimov. Jasim has been so involved. He has made that spot his own, the right full back position. They've got so many options in this squad. They have James Singh and Karandeep. Of course, a few missing today, but I'm just talking about the bench. Benston Barreto is also on the bench. Another clever pass. Remsanga beats the first defender. And tell you what, Jasprit Singh He is looking like a man possessed today. So difficult to beat.
Ramsanga over there had a good chance to score that second goal. He did so well, but just an effortless save on that occasion. There you can see a little bit of a lackluster effort over there from Saurabh Bhanwala, the defender of Namdhari. But eventually it was Jaspreet, like we were just talking about him on loan from Srinidhi Deccan. There is a reason why Srinidhi Deccan want him to get match time. Doesn't want him to warm the bench over here. Padam Chetri.
Well, Joseph standing alongside him too. Oh, that's a bit of risk taken. Joseph.
Building it up from the backline, less than 5 minutes. Less than 5 minutes left of regulation time. And Chetri, of course, sprays the ball away from the defensive third. Now in the midfield, just a couple of touches. Now from the left, trying to weave magic here. Namdhari, yes, they are a goal down, but there's plenty of time left in this match so that they can spring up a surprise. And of course, to the viewers who are just joining, remember that this is the second game. The first game, of course, being won by Shillong Lejong because of that fantastic pile driver from Lingzhou. In the dying minutes of the match, it was Shillong Lejong versus Aizawl. It was good Northeastern rivalry at Rajiv Gandhi Stadium. But the action now is taking place at the Noihati Stadium, and not a good ball from Kasimov. Yes, his intention was to get Muhammad Jasim on that ball, but eventually couldn't really get enough on that one.
Namdhari got possession back here on the back line, but a mistake. Eddie Hernandez might bounce on it, missing the target by inches on this occasion.
There you can see Kasimov setting it up for Eddie Hernandez. The two in combination play. Eddie Hernandez hasn't tasted success so far in this match like he has had all this while, and of course possession right now slightly in favor of Mohammedan with the 53 and 47 in favor of Namdhari.
A 1.5 minute remaining of regulation time in the first period, and of course a few more additional minutes. That's a giveaway to Namdhari, and they have seen a bit of space opening up, and they would love a goal here, and they have learned to fight back, and now they're driving inside, and a combined effort, but one back by Ivan Garrido. And this is positive from Namdhari. I tried to take it with the first touch away from Zoring Liana, and that was Akashdeep, but couldn't. But Alexis Gomez is always on his A game whenever he takes on the pitch. Kasimov just lacking that extra bit of pace which was shown by Manveer. Mohammedan have not found it easy against Namdhari. They're a side who are difficult to break down, and not just the last meeting, they have faced Namdhari once before that as well in a pre-season friendly on the 17th of October 2023, and it was a 1-1 draw between Mohammedan and Namdhari. And after that, in the I-League match, as Shanta mentioned, that They won the fixture. Mohammedan won the fixture 1-0. It was Benston Barreto's goal.
The physio quickly swinging into action. The physio for Namdhari, Gurjot Singh. It seems like it is just a minute. We'll shortly confirm the number of minutes added. Couple of minutes added into the time, and I think it's going to extend because of this little checkup by Gurjot Singh.
It will surely extend at least a minute more, but both of them up on their feet. The battle still open. And the beauty of football really unites everyone together to enjoy this beautiful game. Mohammedan holding the flag of the giants of Kolkata football, as we often say. East Bengal and Mohun Bagan now in the ISL, and here Mohammedan Sporting looking to pave their way to the Indian Super League as well. And that'll be some story once all of the three big clubs of Kolkata football just be up there and have the derbies in contention. Jasim cherished those battles over the years in the I-League, in the Kolkata League, in the Federation Cup and different tournaments. No more time it seems, and it is half time at the Naihati Stadium. Mohammedan have the lead, and it is Zoring Liana who has been credited with that goal. A deflection helping the cause, but Alexis Gomez and Kasimov time and again trying and testing the keeper of Namdhari, Jasprit Singh, who stands in front of Mohammedan's destination at the moment. But still they have the lead, and they would look to capitalize on it and increase the number on the score line, but Namdhari will not give up.
Absolutely. It has been a good display of footballing prowess from Namdhari. Just a little unfortunate that they haven't had that goal. That doesn't take away anything from Mohammedan SC, who have been fantastic from the word go. It was the goal that made sure that they are right on top. Seemed like there was a deflection. We'll shortly get to know whether there was a deflection or whether it was a goal from Mohammedan SC's players. But a tale of different fortunes for both the sides before the break for the first half at the Naihati Stadium.
And of course, Mohammedan on the way of their 12th win of the season. 38 points for them, double that of Namdhari, who have 19 on the board after 18 matches.
And of course, if you take a look at the possession, it's been dominated by Mohammedan. Shots as well. 3 corners so far from Namdhari, but they haven't been able to capitalize on those set pieces and score the goal. Total of 9 fouls, but we still had just a minute and a half of added time despite those fouls. None of them getting any cards so far. Of course, if you take a look at the shots on Mohammedan, 13 shots so far. 3 of them from Vikas Singh and Eddie Hernandez, David Lal Sangha, Kasimov and Rem Sangha from the right flank, of course. A couple of shots of the captain, Adinga, usually plays in the back line, has had 1 shot as well. Namdhari, the team from Punjab, were the current champions of the Punjab State League as well. We'll shortly take a look at their shots, just the 7 shots. Manveer Singh with 3, the captain Ivan Garrido with a couple of shots, and the player from Ghana, Akua, and Sandeep Singh with 1 shot each as well in this match.
Well, the ground maintenance to make sure that the home of Mohammedan stays secured for a while more till they swipe past their opponents into the ISL. 5 fouls, Alexis, Gomez, Bikash, David, Jassim and Kasimov all getting one on the chart. And of course, Namdhari as well with 4 of them, but 3 from their lead man, Ivan Garrido. He's been trying everything, and Akasdeep with 1, of course, 1 foul, but Ivan Garrido trying to get on possession, steal, and break down the Mohammedan attacks, along with create something for Namdhari. But here's the story of the first half. The posters say it clear, Chan Mohammedan is what it reads, but their team needs 3 points. They're on the lead, they will be happy, but they have 45 more minutes to deal with. Bikash with that early attempt, and just over, and the battle was very much intense. Namdhari, they had their chances too, but Mohammedan led up the stage.
Ivan did try his level best, but just too hot to handle the defensive department of Mohammedan. And look at the chances. This was Alexis Gomez with that shot, but good goalkeeping from Jaspreet. Kasimov once again took the shot from a distance. This was the second good save. There was a chance for David Lalsanga. Seemed like it was a volley shot without any bounce, and Eddie Hernandez creating for David Lalsanga, but this was where it was an absolute fantastic goal.
And the deflection helping their cause. And Eddie Hernandez with an attempt too. But that is all for the first 45 minutes. Mohammedan have taken a step forward. They have to hold on and go over the finish line with the lead, and maybe an increased one. At halftime, it is Mohammedan SC 1 and Namdhari Football Club 0. Do not go anywhere. Stay tuned. We'll be back after a short break.
Hello and welcome back to the second half of this exciting game between Mohammedan and Namdhari. The story of the game so far has been that goal from Mohammedan SC that has made them go into a 1-0 lead in this match. But a quick substitution, as we can see, and a difference in approach from Harpreet Singh. It is Emmanuel, as I can see, who is coming in, the Spanish player. And joining me in the comm box, of course, is Vashar Ghosh. Vashar, how do you take a look at this game?
Interesting is the word, and Namdhari have made sure it is not a one-way battle. They are very well in the contest, even if at the end of the day Mohammedan take 3 points home. They are putting up a fight here. It is Mohammedan on the lead, but Namdhari are not giving up. They won't till the very final whistle. And 45 more minutes to find out if Mohammedan take another step forward to that title.
1-0 in favor of Mohammedan, and the chance for them to score that second goal. A cushion goal is so important. We saw that in the previous game as well. Now from the left, a chance here. Needs to take a crack on the goal. Parried away, but still not out of danger. Alexis Gomez it was. How many times have we seen the goalkeeper doing so well, Jaspreet? Like we were discussing in the first half, he's on loan from Srinidhi Deccan. Talk about Srinidhi Deccan and Mohammedan having such a close battle, but of course at the moment it is Mohammedan right on top.
And there's the replay of that move again. Bikash from the left, finding a cross in, but in the way again was Jaspreet Singh. He'll somewhat help his former team Srinidhi too if he manages to get Namdhari some points. Joseph under pressure. High pressing from Namdhari. Disappointed Akashdeep. Almost won it back. The players on the field at the bottom of your screens with this goal. There has been a change for Namdhari. There is Emmanuel Arana, another Spaniard who is on. Jasim looks to go forward. Remsanga cuts back and drives in. A commitment on display here. And now Ivan is trying to race past the Mohammedan defense. But there was the wall, the back line up solid. Meanwhile, another chance. Mohammedan are on a mission. And Remsanga trying to help the cause. What a first touch from David. It went down a bit easily maybe. Another replay will make it clear. But at the moment, it is Joseph with possession.
Joseph with a gentle push forward. Once again, if you see the replay, there you can see Remsanga set it up. Seemed like it was a foul, but not quite yet. Joseph
didn't complain much, and that's the point, which makes me think that there wasn't enough of contact, otherwise they would have appealed.
I think there you can see jumping from the defensive third and coming to the forward line, Alexis Gomez now. You can see that Harpreet, the team coach of Namdhari, is a bit tensed with the way how things have panned out. And now back in possession with Namdhari. Just a couple of passes, trying to build it up. Now, good save. Alexis Gomez, he has options. He has Bikash on the left, but he gives it to Eddie. Good combination play, trying to set it up. Kasimov Now towards the right, it's Ramsanga, I believe. Yes, Ramsanga with a grounder. Gomez. Hernandez. They decide to take their time. But like Vashar, I was just mentioning a while back, a one-goal cushion is never very effective. Eddie Hernandez now spreads it out towards the left. Now whips in the ball from the left, but didn't quite have the kind of direction that they would have wanted.
Manveer trying to create something for Namdhari, wins a free kick. And tried to take it quickly. Alert defending from Jassim didn't allow that to Imanol. The newly in man on the pitch. And now they have two of those foreign recruits on the pitch, on the midfield region. Stephen Akua and Imanol, they can combine and supply for this man, Ivan Garito. A good little cut back. Imanol was expecting it to be released earlier. Very unselfish. And has found a passer, but Joseph was thankfully there to help Mohammedan. Manveer turns. Foot in from Jassim, but they will have another bite at it. They're having to defend Mohammedan. It's not a cakewalk here. And Jassim slides in again. A throw in an advanced position for Namdhari.
Once again, if you see the replay, brilliant sliding tackle from Jassim. And now it's Imanol, who's just been brought on a while back. Not a lot of substitutes of Namdhari in this match. Just 5 of them in the bench. So a squad strength of only 16.
One of them being a goalkeeper on bench, Nishan Singh.
Just a defender. So imagine if 2 defenders get injuries, then one of the midfielders or the attackers will have to play as a defender. Strange things have happened in the I-League before. But now, Imanol is trying to get under the skin of Mohammedan. Tried to fox them. Had his eyes initially straight, but then gave it towards the right. There you can see. Foxed Mohammedan SC players, and Alexis Gomez like he was right in front of him.
A no-look throw-in.
Yeah.
Another new thing. But
Summarizing my entire statement in just one phrase, no look. Seems like you are quite apprised with the common lingos of the modern generation.
well, more of a football lingo. Sometimes we often watch those, but not from the throw-ins really. But yeah, now that was a rare instance. And the long ball forward towards Liana, just away from him. Needed to look better.
Look at how Adinga is now playing in the wings. Left wing, of course, is playing in the forward line. That's the beauty about the captain. The captain doing so well. Now look at the pace with which Vikas Singh has come back. But the other jersey, number 22, Namdhari, Akashdeep, whipped in that cross, gets a little thumbs up as well.
That looked like a foul to say to start with, but then the shot, that should have been better. The idea was bright the first time attempt. Akashdeep with a fine cross in. And Ivan Garrido so nearly getting them back. 8 shots from Namdhari, even though 13 from Mohammedan Sporting, but still not a number to write off. Now David, his first touches are so accurate. Alexis Gomez scored a wonderful goal against Kokulam Kerala. Helped their team to find 3 important goals. Joseph threw all those white shirts and just couldn't find the final pass through.
Namdhari. Now from the left. There you can see he's got a little bit of open space. Manbir slaps the ball forward here. Emanol, but straight in the hands of Padam Chetri. Mohammedan would be pretty happy with the way things have panned out for them in this match so far. But like we saw in the previous game between Aizawl and Shillong Lejong, a 1-goal cushion is never enough. There could be a goal from Namdhari if they drop their guards even for a second. We've seen this quite a few times, and this can be a little concerning for Mohammedan, that they have had plenty of chances in matches, but they have only been able to capitalize on them on quite a few occasions, not on all occasions. Be it in the game against Aizawl, in the game against Real Kashmir as well. They have not been able to capitalize on all the chances they have received. That is why they have not been involved in a lot of goal fests. Yes, the previous game against Gokulam Kerala was a difference, where a total of 5 goals were scored, 3 of them coming from Mohammedan. Eddie Hernandez, Alexis Gomez and Lal Sangha had found the back of the net. There you can see Joseph. Fantastic work from Joseph. Look at those step overs. He's doing so well. Quick turn, quick step overs. He's a complete player here, Joseph. Still remember in the game against Real Kashmir, he was sent off because of the amount of aggression he had shown.
Well, wears that jersey with pride, knows the importance. So does Bikash and David. And they look to combine. Alexis Gomez, a delightful one. Eddie Hernandez nearly doubling the lead. A toe poke, getting the stands up on their feet.
Once again, if we see the replay, inch perfect crossover there. Eddie Hernandez was the man in action. Chest trap, and then tried to push the ball, but the angle seemed a bit tough. Oh boy, not the kind of sight you would want to see. We can see that the physio of Mohammedan is running inside the ground. Seems like one of the players, if we have a closer angle, you'll understand who the player is. Shodav Ghosh it is, I think. Seems like it is Kasimov who's in pain, and that ice pack on the left hand of the physio. Shodav Ghosh. And now Kasimov. I think he's gonna rise, but just needed a quick drinks break. I've seen this on quite a few occasions, that some of the players deliberately, fall because if the opposition team is getting the momentum, but I'm sure this is not the case here. But I've seen in football in the past that players have done that. Angusana is the new player who's going to come in, and it is going to be
Eddie Hernandez.
Unbelievable. Eddie Hernandez is going off.
He won't be happy, but that is purely strategical from Andrei Chernyshov, because David now will be promoted to that striker role, which is his more familiar, natural position to play. And the last day against Gokulam, we saw the same. When Eddie was taken off, David going up, that's when he flourishes. His natural game comes out, and he has more of a chance to get on the score sheet. And maybe Andrei Chernyshov just trying to focus on that point.
That's a good valid point. You mentioned that he would not be happy, Eddie Hernandez, and the moment he was stepping out of the ground, He looked very calm and composed, and that is what I call a complete team man.
Of course, he knows it is for the team. He has scored enough goals to get his team going forward. Clever pass, but quality defending.
But I'm sure he would have wanted the 10th goal, just like Lalreen Zuala got it earlier in the evening today. A 10th goal, and he would have had a good night's sleep today at Noihati.
True. He can still have a good night if his team finishes with the win. And Namdhari will try their best to spoil the party. Some pressure. Oh, almost stolen from Jasprit. Here's Imanol running with ease. Now Ivan Garito. Well measured. Akasdeep just couldn't stay in line with that ball. It just stopped it and lost control. 55% ball possession for Mohammedan Sporting and 45 for Namdhari. Mohammedan this season, they have been performing so very well. And there's Eddie Hernandez, the man on focus. He's been so lethal up front. I'm not sure if he's been struggling with any injury concerns. Well, that is something we never know. But here's a chance for Ivan. Was thinking something else and brought out something different.
Chetri, of course, right now, the man in yellow, sparkling in that goalkeeping shirt, asking the players to fall back. Sprays the ball. It was just in front of Remsanga, but now Namdhari. Seen that desperation from Namdhari so far in the second half. Is that what is lacking? Like in the previous game, if I just take for example, Aizawl FC were very determined and desperate to get that goal back. But here we're not seeing that kind of desperation. Is it the lack of desperation, or is it that the defensive troops are just too good for Mohammedan?
Not really a lack of desperation, maybe just that Mohammedan are anyway, they are the heavyweights at top of the table, while Namdhari are at 11th. They have to make sure they do not concede too, have to protect the back line first, have to make sure they do not concede anymore. And then when they get the chances, they will go up front and try to get one goal of their own. That deflected goal really has hampered Namdhari's plans, I'm sure. Otherwise, they haven't been broken down yet.
Of course, I mean, a loss and they would still be in the 11th position. I mean, the last two teams, of course, get relegated, and it's Trau and Neroka. Yes, they are away from relegation zone, but I'm sure that they would have wanted to finish above Rajasthan United. They had a solid chance here to finish above Rajasthan United, but they had a win in this game, and even above Aizawl for that matter. They would have been on par with Delhi and just a point behind Churchill Brothers had they had a win in this game. Namdhari, I'm sure that was something which was playing in the head of Harpreet Singh.
Well, you mentioned one. The other one is on the pitch right now. The defender, Harpreet Singh. He has been summoned on pitch right now. And that's the latest substitution for Namdhari.
Remember what Lingdo had done in the previous game for Shillong. Can Harpreet Singh, but again he'll be in the defensive line. I mean, that's the kind of approach they're playing. I think they want Mohammedan not to score more goals, and they're focusing more on the defense. Otherwise, I felt that a midfielder on this occasion would have been a better choice. Yes, they did get Imanol, but they still had Shihaddeep and Balwinder in the back line.
Well,
in the defensive line.
we might just see them coming on sooner or later. Shahajdeep, there was the foul on Ivan. But Shachdeep, he has scored one long range spectacular this season, earlier in the season, in the first half. But Emmanuel, he has a set piece to take, and things do not take time to change. Thankfully, Mohammedan defense is alert. Well, some sure will be waiting for Benston Barreto, the goal scorer, when the other time these two teams met in the I-League.
You can speak with him. Don't smile.
Fall there.
This is not funny.
Painful.
This is not fall.
Emmanuel just getting up on his feet. Not sure if it's a free kick awarded or just a throw in. It is a free kick awarded to Emmanuel.
See, Sukhan is there.
Namdhari will be looking to carry forward that unbeaten run. Not too much in it, but a constant poker from Kasimov is the reason, and they will have a corner as well.
Now this is a big opportunity for the club from Punjab to get back in the game. It's going to be Sukhandeep Singh who's going to take that set piece. And you can hear Jan Mohammedan chants in the entire stadium now. Flashes the ball in, but a brilliant clearance from Joseph on that occasion. Once again in the spotlight. Takes a crack on the goal, but that's a very, very poor finish.
There was a deflection on the way, maybe, and that is why a corner, a fourth one for Namdhari. They are leading on that corner stat from the very beginning of the game. And here comes the fifth one, rather. It was 4 on the previous occasion, back-to-back corners. Emmanuel will deliver. They have height in the box, but Zoding Liana rises the highest. That might be a counter opportunity. Racing forward, 3 Mohammedan players. Can they capitalize? Here's Bikash, lobs his left. A finish, a clinical one, and a blow, and a cushion moving forward. 2-0 for Mohammedan Sporting.
That's a glittering piece of team play powered by a consumer finish. I tell you, that combination play from Angusana and Bikash was probably the best goal tonight in this match. Brilliant finish from Bikash. They were tearing forward on the counter, and look at how the crowd loved that game. Brilliant finish here, and Bikash Singh asking the crowd to make more noise. He's had that big smile on his face, and Kasimov happy as well. But look at that.
Pure pace and precision. The first cut back did the trick, and then it was all set for a power-packed finish from Bikash Singh. He loves to shoot with his left. His second goal of the season, and Angu's third assist of the season. Goes straight to the bench to celebrate. It is a sign that they are a total team, a unit together.
Like you were just mentioning, the kind of impact the substitutes can create in the previous game as well. And now again, Bikash Singh with that gentle push towards the left. Angusana now. Sorry, David Lalsanga takes a crack on the goal. I beg your pardon. Alexis Gomez. Now, this time it was Bikash Singh and Lalsanga tried to score that third goal. I tell you, a third goal here, and it will be very tough for Namdhari to stage a comeback. Staging a comeback even from this goal line, 2-0, is very, very tough.
It is very, very tough, but their comeback hero is ready to get on the pitch. Balwinder and Shachdeep might be on soon, as we saw on the cards, but Mohammedan have got back the belief, the momentum. Alexis Gomez to Angusana, the midfield has taken control. Joseph. And here's Kasimov. Slow but steady in the movement. Skips past 2 challengers. Has ample space in front of him. And now David. He is lethal when he moves up front. But he chooses Zoring Liana. Back to David. There's so much patience in that build-up. David again, driving inside. Has seen a pass. Alexis Gomez lining one up. Almost finding the bottom corner.
Very similar to the goal he had scored against Gokulam. From a distance, he's so precise with his direction finding. He's got that unerring nature of direction finding. But Lalsanga, with that perfect pass, saw the fact that there was no one near Alexis Gomez. But once again, it's going to be the physiotherapist Gurjot Singh of Namdhari who will have to be in action. Just means that there's going to be a few added minutes, but then before we come to that extra time, there's 20 minutes of regulation time. But seems like there is going to be a stretcher and Sandeep Singh might be taken off. That is what I saw from Ashish Tiwari's side here, and not the kind of side you would want to see. It's never a good or a pleasurable sight when you see injuries happening in football. I mean, we've seen this in the past. A single injury can simply, act as a deterrent for an entire team. But here, seems like Mohammedan will have to do, I beg your pardon, Namdhari will have to do a forceful change, and they don't have a lot of players remaining in their bench as well. We already had Imanul, we've already had Harpreet. They just have Palvinder and Sehajdeep remaining.
And it is Palvinder.
And it is, I think, Palvinder coming, so it's going to be only Sehajdeep remaining.
Well, but I believe this is the third time they're making a change. One was at half time, so yeah, you're correct on that. They will have another option remaining to bring on Sehajdeep. And it is a goal kick for Namdhari.
Entertaining, always. Whenever Mohammedan SC takes the ground, it is always entertainment at full pace. You know the fact that they are a heavyweight, and then with that through ball, but good defending on that occasion from Palvinder. He just came into the ground, and now Imanol slapped the ball in, but it's the captain, the Spaniard, had a few tricks up his sleeve. Oh boy, no, that is not something you would want to see if you're a Mohammedan supporter. It is a penalty. Yes, it is going to be a penalty once again. A challenge from Irshad, it seemed like. No, it was the captain Adinga. And all the players of Mohammedan arguing.
Well, they are arguing that he got the ball. And also if it was outside the box, the contact was probably inside. We'll look at that again, not this one. But then the second occasion, oh well, he's got nothing on the ball. But if the contact was in or out of the box is the question. But according to Ashish Tiwari, it was inside the box. Seemed like just on the line inside. And a threat and a hope for Namdhari. Imanul is there. And it will probably be him.
Chance for them to still believe. Chance for them to still believe that they can stage a comeback in this match. And it's going to be the substitute who was just brought on in the second half, Imanol. I tell you, if he misses this, it's going to be a lot of joy and ecstasy for Mohammedan. Now, Imanol with the chance up against Padam Chetri, and this time sends him in the same direction, or was it in the center? We'll see that from the other angle, but the bottom line is it's Imanol who scored, and Padam Chetri has been outplayed and outclassed, and Kasimov, I think, who has been flashed a yellow card. Once again a substitute making an impact. I think this is the second time we're seeing this today.
Imanol goes to the center. While Padam Chetri, he had to choose a side, always difficult. But Kasimov, for all those arguments, has got his name in the books. And Mohammedan have to do the hard work again to feel safe enough. They're still on the lead, but the cushion is gone. And now Joseph.
Just imagine if that goal wasn't scored from Bikash, then it would have been 1-1. But the good thing is that the sense of desperation I was talking about a while back, we can see that sense of desperation from Namdhari. Namdhari are desperate enough to break from the shackles of mediocrity. I talk about shackles of mediocrity, that is because they, not only them, but any team playing against Mohammedan always have a psychological disadvantage, because it's the table toppers Mohammedan who are always kissing the top of the points table.
Well, differ a bit at times. It is, of course, a fact which you said, but at the same time, for some sides, it acts as added motivation that you're going against the table toppers and you want to give it your all. And maybe Namdhari at the moment will have that in the mind, especially now that they've got the goal. So both factors working, one before the game and one right now.
Absolutely, they're coming all the way to Calcutta to play this game. So they have had a lot of motivation given by their support staff. When you're traveling and playing against a top side, sometimes it can act as motivation as well. Like you said, a tale of two sides. There are always two sides to a coin. So there are two narratives to this as well. But now pressing as well from Ramsanga. We saw Mohammedan still eyes on their third goal. They're not going into a shell. It is never going to help if they go into a shell and shield themselves from Namdhari. They have to still balance it out and try for their third goal. Clever little back pass, but of course there was no one out there. Seemed like from that angle that it was a clever little back pass, but Angu Sana just gives the ball to where the ball had gone outside. It is Jassim who will now take that quick throw in. Awkward little bounce.
A quarter of an hour remaining here. And Namdhari just sensing the tide is suddenly in their favor. Akasdeep shot. Couldn't connect well to trouble Padam Chetri.
Akasdeep, of course, has already scored 3 goals in this tournament. Top goal scorer of Namdhari. Namdhari presently third last in the points table. They also are undefeated the last 3 games. They will be hoping to cling on to that feat, a draw against a team like Mohammedan, and they would be sending shockwaves around the entire fraternity of our league. Joseph, look at it. Whenever Joseph is on the ball, there's always shivers down the spines of the opposition strikers. There is always an air of tension whenever Joseph has the ball on him. That's the kind of menace he can turn out to be for the opposition team. That's the kind of intimidating figure he can be for the opposition team, and towering figure for his team, quite literally. Saurabh Bhanwala back in possession now. It's that gentle push. Preet. Now misdirected pass, and look at the pace. Look at the space as well they have. Quick turn, Ramsanga. Alexis Gomez from the left. Bikash. And that's a goal. Another fumble. And the amount of praise we were giving to Jasprit seems like that will have to stop. Seems like Bikash has gotten his second goal. We'll shortly see the replay of how things panned out. Was it an own goal or was it Bikash scoring that goal? But if it is an own goal, it's going to be the second instance where Namdhari have scored.
That will mostly go down as an own goal because the keeper, he probably got a touch and then off a defender, and that'll be an own goal against Akasdeep. That is disheartening, but Bikash with the cross, and Alexis Gomez with that first little pass inside did the damage. Everyone caught by surprise, but that probably is the last contribution for Alexis Gomez. It is Koslov who is coming on And along with him, in comes Juan Carlos Nella. That's the two changes. Juan Carlos Nella and Koslov on the pitch.
But that deft pass, the deft touch from Gomez was the deciding factor, like you mentioned. Yes, Bikash with that perfect ball in, but that clever little pass was the one that made the difference. But yeah, let's see what Koslov and Juan can do here. Just about 10 minutes left in the game. There's plenty of action for Namdhari to still spring up a surprise, but it's going to be too big of a task for them unless they step on the accelerator. There you go. Speed now. It's constant pressing. He's doing step overs here. The goalkeeper can be very, very risky, especially if it is Andrew Sana who's just coming. He's got a lot of stamina, a lot of energy left now. Bad ball. That was a very, very poor delivery from Stephen Aqua. Not wasting any time. Imanol scored the goal of that penalty. Now the captain brings the ball to the penalty circle, but far-fetched for Akashdeep on that occasion.
Fans are eager to see their team sail forward. Joseph and the defense needs to maintain their nerves. That run from Joseph was promising. The left space in the back line. And that is why they got a chance to create that attack. The chants getting louder. The fans creating an atmosphere worth enjoying, worth being a part of. Bikash and Kasimov. And now it will be Bikash on one flanker and Koslov on the other. Koslov with the right winger. Kasimov and Juan Carlos Nella are more destructive players. Kasimov with the creative role of the baton taken over. At the moment, confirmation of the changes. Remsanga has gone off too. And Bikash, he's oozing with confidence. Angdusana tried to curl one in. And Namdhari still do not want to give up. No surrender, says the team from Namdhari.
This is what you call top class coaching as well. During these moments that define a team's character, that is what you can see from Namdhari. They're still not giving up at the face of adversity, but there are no points given in a football game for the kind of resolve and resilience you can show. It's only the stats, it's only the goals, it's only the clean sheets that matter at the end of the day. Now the captain trying to create something but facing stiff resistance from the opposition captain. So it's the two captains who will lock on the one back. On the left. Gets the gentle push from Irshad. Not happy with the decision. The on-field referee. Less than 8 minutes left.
But that didn't seem to be a free kick. Oh well, foot just lagging behind. But in Chetri, played long. 11 different goal scorers for Mohammedan. Variety in the squad. Plenty moving forward. 35 goals scored as it stands right now. Joseph wins it back. Came off an Namdhari player. And Harpreet Singh, have to give credits to him, the way his team has performed. Doesn't matter the result. They have moved hard for Mohammedan. They have gotten points from Kokulam. They have allowed Trinity to only score 2 against them.
Sure. Teams were absolutely not happy with the way Mohammedan has played today. As he wants to- It's going to be an 8-point difference if Mohammedan can stick to the scoreline or if they can register a 3-2 victory. Having played a game more, of course, and even if you take a look at that, it's still going to be a 5-point cushion, which Mohammedan each team plays twice against each other. 24 matches in total. So Mohammedan have 6 more matches. They would be hoping to at least have 3 wins in those 6 to be in a comfortable position of sealing off that top position.
Gradually getting to that final lap of the marathon. And a free kick for Namdhari. Ishad isn't happy. He wouldn't want to talk himself into the book. And the challenge was unfair, says the referee. Missed the flight of the ball. Climbed on the man.
And that's not the first time we've seen this in this game. A lot of the times they couldn't judge the flight of those aerial balls, Namdhari. And one of that caused a goal as well. Defensive lapse a while back. But like we were mentioning, it's the final lap of the I-League. It's been end-to-end action. It's been an absolute privilege and honor to be associated with this tournament in some manner. But we'll be pretty happy with how things have gone so far in this tournament. Of course, in this match. But a set piece and a chance. The captain of Namdhari, Ivan Garrido. Here we go. Look at that ball. Seems like every player is in one line. Now, Imanol and Ivan. But that is the beauty of the ball. Clears it away. The ball is springing into action. Just stopping that shot from Ivan Garrido. Now that ball in by Harpreet Singh. At the edge of the penalty box, trying to create a little bit of space. Akashdeep quick enough to stop it. Roughly about 3 minutes of regulation time remaining in this match.
And the change as well. Getting ready for Mohammedan Sporting. It is Taksham James Singh. Namdhari are not happy with that decision, but Bikash has contributed well enough. 50-50 ball possession, and Bikash Singh will be taken off, and in comes Taksham James Singh. Mohammedan start with a throw in. David being held back and pulled behind her, and then get a free kick.
In comes Taksham Singh, of course, the centre back. He's previously played for Bengaluru United. He's previously played for Neroka, for Trau as well. And it's the 24-year-old defender. Just get a few minutes of game time. I'm sure all the defenders would want more time as well on the field, and every player would want more time on the field, but for Taksham, it's just a few more minutes before the match comes to an end. At the moment, it's 3-1 in favour of Mohammedan. Come on, Namdhari. Show us if you have a surprise. Let's do it.
Well, they too often bring out surprises, and they would try to do that, but Mohammedan fans, they do not want any such surprises. They want a compact performance and such commitment, just like Jasim has slid in there to stop that attack. They want to pressure That's a good looking shot. Important touch from Padam Chetri. Give him the points for that little touch and tip over. Saves Mohammedan.
I was telling a while back as well, they cannot afford to drop their guard. It was a good shot from Emmanuel, but that has earned a set piece for them because of the final touch from Padam Chetri, and a chance off the woodwork. Would you believe it? So close, yet so far.
6 corners now, and Namdhari are getting closer to that surprise off the top of the net. I thought the crossbar as well, and have the stadium too, I'm sure, but they do not like it. And 2 goals against Namdhari is something their fans wouldn't at all want, given that they have been the second strongest defense in the league after Real Kashmir. Just 14 goals conceded, 15 with today's game and all. Looking for the forward runners.
And we're stepping into the extra time. We thought we confirm and tell you the amount of extra time. That's 6 minutes of added time because of that camera angle. We could see that it's 6 minutes of added time and 6 minutes of footballing action in this game. The scoreline will not tell you all. It's been a good effort from Namdhari, but the kind of desperation which we saw from Namdhari, which we are seeing in fact right now, that needed to come a bit earlier. They are desperate to get those goals back, but just a bit too late for them, it seems like. But you never know, 2 goals still possible in about 5.5 minutes. Fancy Namdhari getting those 2 goals.
Well, if you say if it is possible or not for any team, it is. But if they can score or not is up to them. And they are trying to. And the efforts matter. This makes the game more interesting. Another attack from the right. Mohammedan would love a goal again on the counter. There's a chance again. A free shot allowed. But Akashdeep has missed the target.
So again, if you see that replay, Akashdeep with that chest tap and that volley shot, and that was, I think, the 16th shot for Namdhari, just not being able to find the direction. Even if they are finding the direction, it's Padam Chetri who's standing tall in front of the goal and acting as an absolute wall. In the previous matches as well, we've seen Padam Chetri do so very well. It's one of the reasons why Mohammedan SC have tasted so much success in most of the games. Yes, there has not been a lot of clean sheets, as someone like goalkeeper of Real Kashmir.
Indeed, Real Kashmir defense have combined so well, have not leaked too many. Mohammedan haven't too, but Namdhari are trying to breach that defense time and again. Look at fans, just calm down a bit at the moment. They are nervous, and that was a teasing delivery missed by everyone. Padam Chetri will happily take the goal kick. Half of the additional time remaining. Do we have any more goals in this match? We'll find out. And here's Zoring Liana to Angusana, trying to get the better of Saurabh Panwala. And that's given away. Maybe one last try to find a few more goals. Kasimov. Juan Carlos Nella, steady and comfortable. At the moment, Mohammedan Sporting, they need to hold on. And Chernyshov still an animated figure in that touchline, but David will win it back. He has support, two of them to be precise. And Angusana couldn't be precise enough for Koslov. He was waiting.
Once again, if you see how things panned out, it's Angusana. It was a tough angle, but brilliant defending on that occasion from Harpreet Singh. And another substitution. It seems like Akashdeep Singh, the forward, is been taken off. And we have the only remaining Akashdeep Singh. Namdhari will come back. Of course, we have Nishan Singh, the goalkeeper, who's still there. But now, one final touch. I think it was Kasimov.
More of a giveaway that was trying to hold it down that corner flag. And that'll be a foul clearly. Imanon is still trying, but Mohammedan will launch it forward. No nonsense at the moment. They do not want any more creations. They do not want any more innovations. All they want is the 3 points.
Absolutely. It's not the time to be creative, and this is what you call commitment. They know that the match is in their kitty, but they still are not giving up.
Another free kick.
And the Kolkata Giants would be pretty happy with the way things have panned out in this game. So would be the fans. Got some of the most passionate fans of Mohammedan SC would be pretty happy with the way things have panned out. Would have a good night's sleep. So would the team, so would the fans. Would enjoy. Namdhari fans would just should be, in fact, we are very proud of the way Namdhari has played in this match. Scoreline doesn't say it all, but the kind of prowess they have been showing in the last few minutes, that could be something which could have happened in the second half, at the start of the second half, of course.
And that might be the last move allowed. And the referee has seen enough. Over 6 minutes, maybe a consolation, but that clearance will clear the path a little more as Mohammedan Sporting's march to the title continues. A 3-1 against Namdhari. It is full time at Naihati, and Mohammedan's win will boost their chances more and more.
Fantastic work from Mohammedan, just clinging on to those victory shores, clinging on to the fact that they have completed a comprehensive win over Namdhari. Namdhari, the side from Punjab, the current champions of the Punjab State League, would have to do a tad bit better. They would have to go back to the drawing board, and on their way back into the final leg of this I-League, they will have to see how things have panned out for them. Tomorrow, of course, there are 2 matches, Delhi versus Trinity Deccan, and of course in the evening, the big one, Gokulam Kerala versus Real Kashmir. Gokulam Kerala would be very disappointed with the fact that they dropped those points after that late finish from Lal Sanga in the previous game against Mohammedan. They would be hoping to have a better finish tomorrow. But of course, if we shift back our focus to this match, possession dominated by Namdhari, more shots from Mohammedan, but look at the shots on target. That itself speak volumes about Namdhari's defensive department. Out of the 20 shots, 4 of them have been on target, and 3 of them have resulted into goals.
And the 20 shots from Mohammedan mapped out, charted 4 each from Bikash and Eddie Hernandez, Remsanga twice, Alexis Gomez, Angusana and David with 2 attempts each, with Bikash with those 2 attempts causing trouble for Namdhari. And Zoring Liana's attempt at start was what helped them get on the lead. Namdhari, they tried to match up 17 shots, Manveer with 5 of them. It was Ivan Carrito with 4 and Imanol coming on in the second half. Getting a goal too from the penalty spot. Stephen Akua got 3 attempts. And well, that sums it up for the night. And the shots, stats and the fouls here. 13 from Mohammedan Sporting, 2 each from Angusana, Bikash, David and Kasimov, and Adinga and Alexis Gomez getting their name once on that list too.
Angusana just providing the impact from the bench, coming off the bench of course. Quickly take a look at the fouls of Namdhari as well. Garrido the captain, 4 fouls. Akashi, Manveer and Saurav Bhanwar with 1 foul as well, as you can see in that heat map. Story of the game, Mohammedan have completed a dominant, a comprehensive and a clinical 3-1 victory against Namdhari. 3-1 victory judged by Ashish Tiwari, the referee.
And there's how things went from the very start. Intent was shown. Bikash was in the mood today, but Namdhari weren't giving up, and that made it difficult. Remsanga's cross was just flicked away. Some good defending, some fouls in between. Eddie Hernandez didn't get his goal, but was very well in the mix of things. He was the one with that pass forward in the first goal. Alexis Gomez and Kasimov testing the keeper, Jasprit Singh, time and again, but he came out on top. Apart from those little defensive errors, he was having a great game. David's shot was wide, and this was the moment. Clever pass from Eddie Hernandez, and David combined. Zoring Liana's shot deflected to give Mohammedan the lead.
This was the moment where Mohammedan made sure that they got that goal, and then Eddie Hernandez didn't quite get his name on the goal scoring sheet, I believe today. Was taken off towards the half-time, just when the half-time began, the second half. And there you can see Akashdeep, the top goal scorer for Namdhari in the tournament, had given a good little pass on that occasion to Ivan Garrido. And then from the right, plenty of options, and Remsanga, and then of course Bikash with that perfect goal. They were tearing forward on the counter, and on the counter Bikash made sure that he gets that score. And Alexis, similar goal against Gokulam, but tried to score that goal from a distance, but this was the penalty which gave Imanol and Namdhari full points.
Well, full points for that clinical finishing, but in the entire game it was Mohammedan who took all 3 points with 3 goals. This was the third of them. An own goal eventually came off of the defender, but Bikash would be a happy customer. Juan Carlos Nella doing the destructive work later on, but this save from Padam Chetri has to be talked about, and it gave Mohammedan a lifeline and not let them fall in danger in the last few minutes. But that is all from Noihati for match number 118. Mohammedan Sporting come out victorious yet again, as they are now habituated to be in the I-League. And there's the points table. 41 points from 18 games with 12 wins for Mohammedan. They are shining at the top, and Namdhari at 11th with just 19 from 19. Their struggle road continues in the I-League. But this is it from our side. from this very match. It is Mohammedan Sporting 3 and Namdhari 1 at full time. Thank you for tuning in. Hope you enjoyed the game and hope to see you again soon.